Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video for the Lord of the Rings LCG. We just got 4 new Valor cards recently. They are part of the upcoming Valor Vault set that is releasing in its entirety on the 9th of January and will include 17 cards all up. However, Fantasy Flight Interactive have decided to release 4 of these new cards early for us players to play around with. And what I wanted to do for today's video is use 2 of these new cards as a foundation for a deck that I'm going to build from scratch, and then run that deck against the first quest of the first campaign to see how the new the new characters go, and offer some first impressions. Now, the 2 characters that I really wanted to play around with was the 2 new Dunedain characters, Fornos Bowman and Guardian of Arnor. First I got to think of a name for this deck. Now, I'm not above the occasional wordplay, so I think this will do. Now, we do have to run both leadership and tactics, and my go-to heroes for those 2 spheres are Aragorn and Gimli. I don't know who we're going to do with our third hero, so we'll just move on to the cards and get our 2 star cards in there first. So 2 copies of Fornos Bowman, 2 Guardian of Arnors. We also have Warden of Annuminous in the Dunedain trait. I'll keep him in mind if we have room for him later. Now, the first thing I want to sort of address with these 2 cards here is their weaknesses. Now, Fornos Bowman has low health and no ability to really protect himself, so I want to get some block on him and I want to get some more health. And the same goes for Guardian of Arnor. He has the guard keyword, which is good, but I'd like to get block on him to sort of increase his longevity on the board. So I think the number 1 card I want to get here is Raiment of War, and we'll get 2 copies of that. Another good one is Round Shield, which is just a nice cheap way of getting the block keyword. And apart from that, I want to look at the high cost curve here. So Guardian of Arnor is 4 resources, and Fornos Bowman is also, I should say he's 3 resources, and Raiment of War is also 3 resources. So because we're in leadership, I think it's pretty safe to get some resource generation cards in here. So gaining strength is probably a good option, and residual minor as well. Now, as for allies, I think we'll get some cheap defensive allies. Go with here, Erebor Watchman and Guard of the Citadel is a good option. And I also want to get Westfold Outrider for some cheap damage swing. I think we'll go with 1 copy of Erkenbrand. 1 copy of Gandalf for the threat reduction. We won't worry about Narya. Definitely want to get Northern Survivor for the willpower fixing. And the Raven-Winged Helm is a good one here because it also has a block keyword. I'm thinking Traffic from Dale might be really good here too, because we are running 2 copies of Round Shield, 2 copies of the Helm, 2 Raiments, and I also want to get, because we are running Gimli, I want to get the Dwarven Axe. So I'm thinking that at least 1 copy of Traffic from Dale might be real good here. We're already up to 27 cards out of 30, so I'm going to figure out what the other hero is. I don't want to run Spirit. I kind of don't want to run a triple sphere deck. I want to have some fun, so I'm going to do double leadership for this, because that also gives us access to an additional resource generator from Sword of Numenor. What are the other level 2 cards? We have Khazad, no. Reinforcements, and a non-unique ally from your deck. That actually might be really good here, because Guardian of Arnor costs 4 and he's not unique. And Fornos Bowman costs 3 and he's not unique as well. So if we can peel one of those 2 characters with reinforcements, that actually might be really good value for us. So I'm going to run 2 of those. But we do have to make a cut. I think the natural cut would be Erebor Watchman, because we want to reduce our chance of getting a 1 cost ally with this card for more value. But 29 out of 30, 1 more card. You know, let's just run a single copy of Warden of Annuminous. Why not? Fits with the Dunedain name. See how we go with this. Just gonna do it on adventure. Now, because we are running double leadership tactics, we have no access to healing, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. And we also have very little access to threat reduction apart from Gander. So we might have to try and aggro this a bit and try and clear these locations as quickly as possible, so that we don't climb too high on the threat meter. And oh, this is a very high cost opening hand, so we're definitely not going to keep probably any of this, to be honest. We might keep Northern Survivor. Okay. Could we get something good from reinforcements? Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's okay. We evened out on resource, but getting him out this early does sort of take a lot of pressure off of our heroes. And we've already killed the Guardian, the Hive Guardian, so that's good.
He cannot stand alone. Strike where the iron is hot.
The resource training is pretty fun. Hey, there's Fornos.
My bow is ready.
Get our first vanquish trigger here. Where's that going? That's fine.
I serve no man.
I think we get Northern Survivor out so we can start building up the fate meter. No.
He cannot stand alone.
Cancelled? Yeah, that's okay. Get Vigil Miner out.
Strike where the iron is hot.
Then we can get Sting on Fornos Bowman, I think is a good option. What do we do here? I do want to get that because that's one of our only sources of healing. There and there to get an additional resource. Yeah, we can get glowing out and then block with him immediately for the next location. Let us go.
Bilbo's mind.
I'm already starting to see how good Fornos Bowman can be. Barlembus. Right. I don't want to do this.
He cannot stand alone.
Do I want to stick around for another round? I think I do. Because we got three forest spiders spawning, so we block with glowing.
Hammer and tongs.
Clear that, and then because we also want to get the Mirkwood water before we travel to the next location as well. Now we have all the resource generation we could possibly hope for. Now we just need to see Gandalf. This is a pretty pointless trick, but oh well. And that'll bring us really close to getting Grim on the next location too.
The dead tree falls across the street.
Now the question that we need to ask is, will Mirkwood water get cancelled? No. Oh. Oh. Damn. Damn, would have liked to have done that. Oh well. Okay. Start wailing on poor Kyros here.
He cannot stand alone.
And block with him. I'm not going to attack with him because of my threat meters is going to go nuts if I do. Get the Guardian out, swap him for Northern Survivor.
A new king
And
shall
we're in a
rise.
really good position for the next location. Do I want to get around shield on anyone? Yeah, I think I do.
Before
So far the deck seems to be doing pretty well in getting through these locations fairly aggressively. And having, oh, that's good. Having ranged on Fornos Bowman means that we can do tricks like this, which is quite nice. And then of course he plays another one. Okay.
He looks more like a grocer than a burglar. He cannot stand alone.
Okay, and we have enough to play a Gandalf, which is pretty awesome.
Let me ease your suffering.
We'll do that.
I am a servant of the secret fire.
Okay. And that should complete the quest. There you have it. So we got to see the 2 new cards in action.
recovering.
Fornos Bowman is definitely a powerhouse if you can get some nice attachments on him. We saw he got up to 7 attack on that last attack that he did, which was pretty incredible. And getting a Guardian of Arnor out can be really valuable too, especially with block, and the more attack he can get, the more dangerous it is for Sauron to attack into him, because he's already doing 3 damage every time he's guarding up and he gets attacked. So if you can boost that up to like 5 damage, it can make any attack that Sauron does against him almost pointless, because it's just going to kill whatever he throws at it. So yeah, I'm really liking these 2 new characters. I think I'm probably preferring Fornos Bowman more so than what I probably initially thought I would, just because 3 costs is quite reasonable, and initially I thought the limit of 3 per quest on his Vanquish ability was going to be a bit limiting, but it's quite fair, as you saw. Like I said, you've got to be able to protect him and you've got to be able to boost his stats up, but yeah, very good. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think of the new cards. Have you played around with any of them? Have you had much success with any of them? I'll catch you in the next video. Guys, have fun, be good, see you later.